Beloved Hallmark star Lacy Chabert has just stunned fans and friends alike after dropping unexpected breaking news to her husband, David Nehdar. Known as the Queen of Hallmark, Lacy has always kept her personal life private, but this revelation has everyone talking. According to sources close to the couple, Lacy recently made an emotional announcement that completely changed the atmosphere in their home. While the exact details remain under wraps, insiders say David was visibly taken aback as Lacy opened up about a life-changing decision she's been quietly preparing for. For years, the pair has been admired for their quiet, loving marriage and shared dedication to family. But now, with this shocking turn of events, fans are left wondering if Lacy's decision could mark a major shift in both her career and personal life. Those who know Lacy best describe her as strong, graceful, and grounded, qualities that helped her rise to fame on Party of Five and later make her mark as a Hallmark icon. However, sources say this latest move shows a new side of Lacy, one that's bold and unafraid to follow her heart, even when it means shaking things up at home. As speculation grows online, Lacy has remained calm and composed, only hinting that big changes are coming. Whether it's tied to her film career, a new personal venture, or something deeper within her family life, fans are holding their breath for an official statement. One thing is certain. Lacy Chabert's announcement to David Nehdar has sent shockwaves through the Hallmark world, and the star's next chapter promises to be one of her most emotional yet.
She starred in dozens of Hallmark movies. But this time, Lacy Chabert's most heartwarming moment didn't happen on screen. It happened with a fan, and it's going viral for all the right reasons. A young fan was moved to tears after meeting Lacy Chabert. The emotional encounter occurred at a Hallmark Channel event in Nashville. The moment was captured on video and shared widely online. According to Just Jared, the event was a meet and greet for the network's Countdown to Christmas launch. Chabert, alongside fellow Hallmark stars, spent time greeting attendees. The genuine interaction has since resonated deeply with fans of the network. An unforgettable Hallmark meeting. A young girl approached the group of stars at the event. She appeared nervous as she handed Chabert a handmade gift. The gift was a friendship bracelet. Chabert immediately put the bracelet on her wrist. She then leaned down to give the emotional fan a long, warm hug. The other stars present watched the touching scene unfold. Ashley Williams, BJ Britt, Brooke Dorsey, and Benjamin Ayres were also at the table. They all posed for a group photo with the young girl. Williams then thoughtfully suggested a separate photo with just Chabert and her admirer. The Hallmark stars cleared the frame for the special picture. Chabert and the fan shared a quiet moment together. They smiled for a photo that the young girl will undoubtedly treasure forever. Fan reaction to the viral Hallmark moment. The video quickly spread across social media platforms. Chabert herself commented on the Just Jared Instagram post. She noted that the young fan made my day. Hallmark fans flooded the comments with praise for the actress. Many highlighted her consistent kindness toward fans. Others appreciated the supportive dynamic among the cast members. One observer pointed out that Chabert also became tearful during the exchange. This detail underscored the authenticity of the moment. It confirmed her reputation as one of Hallmark's most genuine stars. The event successfully launched the network's much-anticipated holiday season. It also provided a beautiful example of a positive celebrity-fan interaction. Such moments are a hallmark of the channel's family-friendly brand. On October 15, 2025, Hallmark's festive campaign, known as the Countdown to Christmas, held a launch event at the network's branded Little Green Apple store in Franklin, Tennessee. Chabert was among a group of Hallmark stars present that day, alongside actors such as Ashley Williams, BJ Britt, Brooke Dorsey, and Benjamin Ayres, greeting fans, posing for photos, and building excitement for the season ahead. What distinguished this event, however, was a simple, quiet gesture. A young fan approached the table, shyly handed Chabert a handmade friendship bracelet, and confessed that she was the actress's biggest fan. Overcome with emotion, Chabert accepted the bracelet, placed it on her wrist, leaned down, and embraced the girl in a genuine hug. The two shared a quiet photo, alone, while the others respectfully stepped aside. In a world of staged photo ops and tightly managed fandom moments, the fact that the actress took the time to connect one-on-one, remove distractions, and visibly share in the emotion made the moment resonate. Fans and observers took note, and the clip spread quickly across Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, and other platforms. Chabert herself posted a comment saying the fan was so sweet and just made my day. A reflection of core brand values. One of the reasons the moment hit harder than many celebrity fan interactions is that it aligned so neatly with what Hallmark aims to project: warmth, genuine connection, inclusive cheer. The network's Countdown to Christmas campaign is built around tapping into nostalgia, goodwill, and the joy of small moments. And here was a real one. That alignment helps it feel less like a PR stunt and more like an organically meaningful exchange. The power of recognition and inclusion. For the young fan, estimated to be about 12 years old in coverage, the act of being seen, being handed a moment with her favorite star, and being embraced publicly is powerful. It's not just a photo, it's a moment of validation, recognition. For Chabert, who has starred in dozens of Hallmark movies and garnered a large following for her holiday film queen persona, this becomes a touchstone. The icon meeting the next generation admirer. The ripple effect. Other fans witnessing kindness may feel more seen themselves. Social media amplification in the new age of celebrity. The moment spread quickly, aided by short-form video and social feeds. Once posted by outlets such as Just Jared and then reshared, the clip entered the viral realm. This is a useful example of how very personal moments, when authentic, become shareable, meaningful content in the digital era. The fan's shy approach, the handmade bracelet, the hug, the wiping away of tears, these are all story elements that translate across platforms. A reflection of Chabert's public persona. Chabert has worked with Hallmark in numerous films over more than a decade, earning a Queen of Christmas nickname from some media outlets. Her longevity and consistent brand of wholesome romantic roles mean that seeing her act outside of the facade, off script, vulnerable, deepens her public persona in a positive way. Fans commenting noted that they've seen her be a normal human for fans and that she's so amazing.
The scene, step by step. To better understand why the moment works so well, let's walk through the encounter in detail. A Hallmark-branded retail meet-and-greet event in Tennessee, in connection with the launch of the network's holiday film slate. The vibe? Upbeat, festive, many fans gathered, photo backdrops, lines, and tables of actors. A young girl, evidently nervous but determined, carrying a handmade friendship bracelet for the stars. She approaches the table, pauses, offers the bracelet to Chabert. Chabert accepts the gift, places it on her wrist. She lowers herself to speak privately. The girl says, "I'm your biggest fan. I've seen all your movies," or something to that effect. The girl wipes away a tear. The group around them step back. Chabert and the fan share a photograph together. The wrap-up? Chabert posts on Instagram, other social media, acknowledging the fan's gesture, saying she was made her day. The video circulates. Fans respond with praise for the actress and the moment. The clip becomes a social media talking point. Articles are written. The narrative? Why one small moment reminds us why Hallmark still connects. Reactions and reflections. Media outlets covering the event were swift to highlight not only the event, but the emotional resonance of the moment. For example, one write-up observed, "I mean, she is the real deal." Fans flooded the comments with appreciation for both Chabert's kindness and the supportive dynamic among the cast. The next generation of Hallmark fans, it looks like we are going to be okay. referencing the idea that such authentic fan moments sustain long-term loyalty. Importantly, this moment did not occur with fanfare or being orchestrated solely for viral effect. The temptation with celebrity meet and greets is that every moment feels staged, but this one, observers say, felt spontaneous and heartfelt, and that matters. Why it went viral. A host of factors converged to give this moment viral potential. The fans' visible nervousness, the gif, the hug, the tear. These elements hit classic feel-good buttons. Chabert is recognizable, but the context makes her seem reachable. The contrast between celebrity status and simple kindness draws interest. Visual storytelling. A short video clip showing the bracelet, the hug, the photo, all very photo-worthy. With Instagram Reels, TikTok, and other social feeds favoring short, emotionally potent moments, this kind of clip is highly shareable. For Hallmark fans, it reinforces the brand values they already embrace: kindness, connection, small holiday-centric joy. The event occurred at the launch of the holiday season, a moment when viewers are already primed for Hallmark content. The good news story provides positive media coverage ahead of the busy holiday content calendar. Implications for celebrity-fan relations. This moment suggests a few broader takeaways for how stars, networks, and brands might think about fan engagement. One-on-one still matters. In an age of mass digital engagement, face-to-face moments still carry unique emotional weight. A celebrity taking time to truly see and respond to a fan builds deeper loyalty. Gifts and vulnerability resonate. The fan's presentation of a handmade bracelet added depth to the interaction. Personal tokens matter. The fact that the surrounding actors and event organizers allowed or encouraged the solo moment demonstrates how an entire ecosystem can support such interactions. Authenticity beats over curation. Fans are savvy enough to spot moments that feel overly staged. When an interaction feels genuine, it has more impact. Brand consistency wins. For a network such as Hallmark, known for warmth, community, and positivity, the moment reinforced those attributes. If a brand attempts to produce viral moments that contradict its values, audiences may push back. The broader context, Chabert's career and holiday legacy. To fully appreciate the moment, it helps to understand where Lacey Chabert stands in the entertainment landscape. According to public records, she has starred in more than 40 films for Hallmark Crown Media, many of them Christmas-oriented. Her debut Hallmark film for the network was in 2010, and since then she has become a go-to star for their holiday programming. The reason this matters, fans are emotionally invested not just in her roles, but in the persona she presents, someone who embodies holiday joy, optimism, and relational warmth. In that light, when she takes time to make a young fan cry tears of joy, the moment feels congruent with everything she represents. Also, the holiday programming space is more competitive now than ever before. With streaming platforms and other networks expanding their seasonal offerings, brands like Hallmark must work harder to maintain authenticity and connection. Moments like this help reinforce the emotional currency of their offerings. In fact, an article from Vanity Fair pointed out that Hallmark's holiday slate is entering a new era, not just in terms of content, but in how the brand engages with its audience. Vanity Fair. Thus, the viral moment can be seen as part of a larger narrative, an iconic holiday movie figure engaging in a real-life moment of connection that mirrors the fictional sentiments viewers consume. What this means for fans and future engagements. For the fan community and those who follow celebrity culture, a number of interesting themes emerge. The young girl's joy is not just about meeting a star, it's about being seen. For other young fans, this sort of moment reinforces the idea that fandom is relational, that stars can respond humanely. While not every meet and greet will produce a viral moment, the bar is rising for authenticity and meaningful interaction. Brands and stars might increasingly feel pressured to deliver moments worth sharing. Value of offline experiences. In a digital era, physical events still have distinct value. The ability to hand someone a handmade bracelet and share a photo in person creates memory in a way that a text message or social media comment can't replicate. For non-fans or casual observers, this moment may serve as a gateway into the Hallmark fandom. People who don't regularly watch may see the clip and say, maybe I'll check it out. It's organic marketing. Celebrity image reinforcement. For Chabert and her brand, this moment reinforces the kind, approachable star identity that may pay dividends in future roles, sponsorships, brand partnerships, or holiday film leads. Will we see more moments like this? The big question is whether such moments will become more common and whether they can remain authentic. A few considerations. While one-on-one moments can be fantastic, they require time, space, and willingness from all parties. If a network or star attempts to replicate the moment with dozens of fans in a highly orchestrated way, the authenticity may vanish. Media fatigue. As more celebrity fan moments become engineered for viral potential, audiences may grow skeptical. The surprise hug may gradually become expected rather than special. Viral moments increasingly hinge on short-form video and social platforms that reward instant emotional connection. Stars and brands will likely continue to aim for that sweet spot. For stars whose persona is strongly tied to positivity, holiday cheer, or relational warmth, these moments will continue to make sense. For others whose brand is more edgy or reserved, the dynamics may differ. Fan expectations versus boundaries. While a moment like this reinforces positive relations, it also raises expectations. Fans may hope for similar treatment, and stars need to maintain boundaries and sustainable practices. The viral fan moment between Lacy Chabert and a young admirer was more than a feel-good click. It was a small but meaningful act of recognition, a real human exchange that struck a chord because it felt authentic, generous, and in tune with the values both star and network espouse. In a media world awash with high production value, curated posts, and algorithm-tailored engagement, this encounter reminds us that sometimes the simplest gestures make the deepest impact. For Chabert, it reinforces her place as a beloved figure in the holiday film space, not just because of her acting or her filmography, but because of how she shows up. For the fan community, it's a reminder that fandom isn't just about watching films or collecting autographs. It's about recognition, connection, and hope. And for the broader entertainment ecosystem, it signals how emotional resonance and authenticity remain highly prized. Whether this one moment becomes a template or remains a singular jewel, the fact it went viral suggests that kindness still has cultural currency. And when delivered sincerely, it still captures attention.
The internet's response to Lacey Chabert's moment with her young fan reflects something deeper than celebrity admiration. It speaks to a collective craving for sincerity. In a digital landscape saturated with influencer culture and carefully managed public images, the rare moments that show vulnerability, compassion, and simple human warmth tend to stand out. When Chabert bent down to accept the bracelet and comfort her tearful admirer, it wasn't just a gesture. It symbolized what audiences subconsciously hope still exists in fame: humility. That's part of the reason her act resonated far beyond Hallmark's core fan base. People who had never watched one of her movies shared the clip, commenting things like, "This is what kindness looks like," or, "In a world full of noise, this feels pure." What was once a fleeting local fan encounter quickly transformed into a universal message about empathy. It demonstrated that fame doesn't need to isolate, that the emotional core of storytelling, the very thing Hallmark builds its brand upon, can live outside of scripted scenes. A reminder of Hallmark's core magic. For decades, Hallmark Channel has thrived on stories that celebrate small-town values, holiday spirit, and acts of kindness. Lacy Chabert has been one of the faces most strongly associated with those ideals. Watching her embody them in real life, not through a movie script, but through instinct and care, made the viral moment feel like a living example of what the network tries to express on screen. This connection between fiction and real life amplified the response. Fans commented that the moment felt like a Hallmark movie come to life, and that it proved Chabert really is the heart of Christmas movies. In the entertainment world, Few stars maintain a brand alignment as strong as Chabert's. She doesn't simply act in romantic holiday stories, she represents their emotional essence: family, forgiveness, and community. This fan interaction reminded everyone that Hallmark's best stories are grounded in kindness and that her leading lady practices what she portrays. The human side of celebrity. Lacy Chabert has been in the spotlight for more than 2 decades. First as a child actor in Party of Five and Mean Girls, then as a prolific star in Hallmark's romantic lineup. Despite her longevity, her reputation has remained remarkably untarnished, largely because she avoids scandal and embraces gratitude. The viral clip reinforced that image. Viewers saw not a polished actress, but a person. Her facial expressions, surprise, tenderness, and a little bit of awe, mirrored what fans often feel when they meet someone who shaped their emotional world through film. In that brief moment, the power dynamics of fame seemed to reverse. The fan was vulnerable, but so is Chabert. She wasn't performing, she was reacting. That subtle vulnerability made the exchange believable and touching, turning a meet and greet into something intimate enough to move millions. After the clip hit social media, fan communities sprang into action. Hallmark fan pages and Facebook groups shared the story repeatedly, adding captions about the importance of kindness. TikTok edits paired the footage with Christmas music and quotes from Chabert's movies. Instagram posts used hashtags like #KindnessMatters and real-life Hallmark moment. Within hours, comments flooded in from fans worldwide. "This made me tear up. Lacy is a treasure. This is why I love Hallmark. It's not just about movies, it's about how people treat each other." The fact she wore the bracelet immediately shows what kind of person she is. In less than 2 days, the video surpassed 1 million views, appearing on entertainment accounts and even mainstream news platforms. What began as a single, sweet encounter evolved into a cultural talking point, a small act magnified by collective emotion. The psychology behind why it resonated. Psychologists who study media empathy suggest that viral emotional moments often share certain traits: authenticity, surprise, and shared vulnerability. Chabert's moment contained all three. Authenticity came from the unplanned nature of the gesture. No cameras were positioned for drama. No publicity team orchestrated the scene. The surprise came when Chabert's emotion mirrored the fans, and vulnerability came from both sides, the fans' tears and Chabert's heartfelt embrace. These ingredients trigger empathy in viewers, activating the same neural pathways associated with real human connection. That's why viewers didn't just watch the clip, they felt it. For a brief time, millions experienced the same emotional warmth that defines Hallmark stories, but in the real world. Fandom has evolved dramatically since the days of autographed photos and fan mail. Today, fans expect engagement, relatability, and accessibility. They want to feel seen by the people they admire. When stars meet that expectation authentically, they create a loop of gratitude that sustains loyalty far beyond any marketing strategy. Chabert's moment demonstrates how the relationship between celebrity and fan can be symbiotic rather than transactional. The fan gave a handmade gift, a symbol of devotion. Chabert responded not with a perfunctory thank you, but with human emotion. Both walked away with something meaningful, and both gave something valuable. That balance is rare, and it's what transforms ordinary fandom into lasting connection. Reactions from the entertainment industry. Even beyond Hallmark, the industry took notice. Several actors and producers praised the moment publicly, calling it a masterclass in humility. Some noted that in an age of viral drama and celebrity meltdowns, seeing a wholesome story trend online was refreshing. Publicists and event organizers reportedly cited the video in discussions about how to design fan events that feel genuine rather than transactional. The key takeaway? orchestrate the setting, but allows space for authenticity to happen naturally. The network itself embraced the story, quietly resharing clips on official channels and using it to promote the warmth of its upcoming Christmas releases. Without overtly commercializing the moment, Hallmark capitalized on its emotional resonance to remind viewers why they tune in every holiday season. Long after the video fades from trending lists, the emotional residue remains. For the young fan, that meeting will likely become a defining memory, a story told at school, at family gatherings, perhaps even decades from now when she watches new Hallmark films. For Lacy Chabert, it's a reminder that fame can be used to amplify empathy rather than ego. Her gesture didn't require wealth, status, or production. It required presence. And for the rest of us, it's a glimpse of how celebrity culture can evolve towards something more human. Viral fame often revolves around controversy, but this moment showed that compassion can travel just as far and often lasts longer. Lacey Chabert's heartwarming interaction with her young fan wasn't news because of scandal, spectacle, or shock value. It was news because it was real. It cut through cynicism and reminded people that kindness, when seen, still matters. In a world that often rewards irony over sincerity, and where online spaces can feel divisive or performative, this moment offered a collective sigh of relief. It reassured people that goodness can still trend, that empathy can still capture attention, and that authenticity hasn't gone extinct.